Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Brian from Red Dirt Pickers and Thrift Swappy. I am a part-time reseller, and I wanted to make a quick little video on what I have been selling. A what sold list for like the last 10 items, which will cover my sales for the last 2 days. And yeah, let's get started. It's Q4, so you guys should be listing everything you possibly can. This is the typically, it's 2020, so there is no norm here, but typically, you know, Q4 is the best time to sell things online. My sales probably kicked in 20 to 30% more than what they normally do middle of October, so I think it's pretty par for the course. Sales aren't as good as they were last year, but they're getting there. I think it's just taking a little bit of time for things to kick in. But anyways, I wanted to do a what's sold and show you guys the last several items that I've sold on my account, so you know what's selling. There's a couple little bolos in here, but they're not real common items. There's just a couple things to look out for that are selling well. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing I am going to let you guys know about are these Masters double old-fashioned glasses. You'll see right here. I found these at one of my local Goodwills. They were 50 cents a piece. The Masters is happening right now as we speak, so anything that has Augusta National logo on it or the Masters tournament logo will sell. So if you guys have any of that stuff in your death pile, I would take it out and steam it up and get it sold quickly. These two glasses were 55 cents or 50 cents a piece, and I sold them for $45 plus $9.50 shipping, so that was a decent little profit there. The next item I sold is something called an MDEE medical bag. This is an antique bag, you'll see right here. It's one of those really cool doctor bags you see. It's probably from the 30s or the 40s. This one may be a little older, I couldn't really tell, but I sold that for $100 plus $17 shipping, so $117.50 total. This is one of the bolos, actually both of these, anything having to do with the Masters. I think even after it's done, people will buy things with the Masters in the next week or so. So anything you guys find that have that Augusta National or Masters tournament logo on there. But this MD vintage leather doctor's bag, these consistently sell for me. I find these probably once a month, and sell them anywhere between $100 and $150. This one I paid $5 for at my local Goodwill, and sold it in less than 48 hours for $100 plus $17.50 shipping. The next item here is a pair of SAS men's slip-on shoes. It's a SAS is a brand that quality comfort shoes. They've been around for a while and they make really good high quality shoes. More professional use, nurses and doctors and people that are on their feet a lot will buy these because they are well-made comfort shoes. But these I picked up at a Goodwill for $5.35. And sold them for $48 plus shipping, so $15 shipping. A little over $60 total there, shipping included. And yeah, again, SAS shoes, I would certainly pick these up anytime you find them. If you can find them for less than 10 bucks, you're almost guaranteed to make a $20 profit anytime you sell them, the men's or the women's. So I would say that's another little bolo. Little sale here, a Swarovski diamond wishes necklace. It's not a real diamond, but diamond series it's called. This was brand new, found at Goodwill for $3. Sold it for $22 plus $7.50 shipping. Next item I sold yesterday was Bauer Hockey Vapor X50 skates. These are youth skates. This is actually skates that my son had, and he grew out of them, so we just sold them, which I actually bought those at a Goodwill in Oregon 5 years ago. And I think I paid around $10 for them, and sold them for $45 plus $16.50 shipping. Here's another bolo here. This is something that I find often, either a elbow brace, back brace, or a knee brace. Any of these, the higher quality braces, will sell pretty well. This was an Asterisk brand. This is more for sports training. You will see these a lot on like X Games, skiers, snowboarders. These are one pair brand new, go for about $600 to $700. So it's not very often you find these at a Goodwill, but this is probably my 4th or 5th one that I've found in the last 2 or 3 years. But Asterisk Cell knee brace, single, so right side, adult small, and I sold it for $50 plus $13.50 shipping. You'll see here that in the picture it's not in the best condition, but I paid $3 for it and able to clear $50 plus $13.50 shipping. I feel pretty good with that profit. The next thing sold was an STX 6000 goalie lacrosse stick. This was an international sale through the global shipping program, so I charged $12.50 shipping, and I think that typically costs around $9 to ship, but I packed it pretty well since it was going through the global shipping program, and I paid $3.35 I think for this, or $3.53, under $4, and I sold it for $35 plus $12.50 shipping. So that was a pretty decent transaction there. This next item was one of my sons found this at a Goodwill. He actually found it last year, but he wanted to put some money into it on his own and see if it would sell. So he did that and took the pictures and listed it and sold it for $42.50, and it was, I believe, around $5 that he paid for it. $42.50 plus $8.50 shipping. And this time of year, these little zip-fi sleds are pretty easy to ship. They're very light. They weigh less than a pound, and you'll see them often. Now we're in the time of year where everybody wants them, so you won't see them, but you'll see them February, March is when they'll start to come out into the stores. So pick them up if you have room to store these, and then, you know, wait till the next season to ship. I would highly suggest finding these little Zipfy Juniors or the Zipfies, because they sell for pretty cheap because they're not real big. So you can find them for $3 or $4 or $5 at a Goodwill, and then turn them around the next season for $40 or $50. So yeah, again, HTF Zipfy Junior Freestyle Snow Sled. Pretty fun little thing. This next item I sold, this was not yesterday but the day before yesterday, Nike KD Zooms. I found these at the Goodwill bins for $2.30. Shoes do pretty well for me. Actually, this is the only it's my second pair of shoes in all of these listings, but especially at the bins here, and I'm in central Oklahoma. But these KDs look like they've been worn maybe 10 times or less. And if I can get a shoe like this for less than $5 at the bins, and I know that I could clear at least $20 on them, I'm buying them. I'll bring a shoulder bag to the bins that'll hold 30 to 40 pairs of shoes, and I'll spend 2 hours there looking and clear out shoes like this. If you sit there and you sift long enough through the shoe bins, you will find a ton of really good shoes with a minimum of $20 profit. You just have to spend the time to match them up. Our Goodwill outlet, they don't really match the shoes well, so half the bins you're looking through, you're finding one really good shoe and you're trying to find the other match. But this pair I found is a size 13 Nike KD Zoom, sold for $45 with $11.50 shipping. I use the Priority Mail shoebox size, which is free. You can order it on USPS.com, which I can put a link down below. Most of all of the Priority, actually not most, all of the Priority supplies you can get on there for free. They will ship directly to your front door. It's taking a little bit longer these days to get to us, but not much longer, maybe another 2 or 3 days, just because of the pandemic. But it's great that you can have a shoebox size that you can just pop in, tape it up, and ship right away. You don't have to go get your own supplies. And if you do it via eBay, you typically get a percentage off. You know what the typical priority rate is for that. So $45 is a decent amount of money. I'll probably profit on that $36, $37 total after cost of goods and fees and all of that. So that was a pretty good sale. Next item I have is another pair of shoes. I found at the bins was a Osiris Clone Oreo high top, size 12. These were I think these are skateboarding shoes or BMX shoes. My sons loved these, but they were a little too big for them. But I didn't do anything with these. I didn't clean them up. I typically clean up my shoes in the wash and put them through a pretty good cleaning process. But with these, I listed them right away. I sold them within 3 or 4 days, I believe, from that my last bins trip. They sold for $25 plus $10.50 shipping, which was a pretty good deal. Only paying $2 and something cents for them at the bins. Alright, I only got two more items. So a Zara bomber jacket, men's extra large, new with tags. I found this at Goodwill. This was a half off. Our jackets are normally $11, but this had a half off tag on it. I'm not sure why this was still there with all the jackets. Because the jackets have been going left and right. I think it just maybe got put back or it was in a different section. But sold this for $50 plus $9.75 shipping. I think it was 5 something with the half off, so that was a pretty good profit there. These Zara is not really a brand that I typically buy, but since this had new with tags, I jumped on it and it was half off. The quality of their clothing is good, it just doesn't have a good resale value. So again, $50 with $9.75 shipping, the bomber jacket. And then last but not least, a Magnavox ZV450 DVD recorder VHS combo. This is another Bolo, which most of you probably already know, but any of these VHS DVD combos, especially the DVD recorder combos, can go for big money. The VCRs typically in my Goodwills go for around $8 to $10. If it's a new Blu-ray, they'll probably mark it up a little more, maybe $15 to $17, but typically, $10 to $15. But they put these Magnavox the VHS DVD recorders, you know, these are they have the most value, but they're the cheapest. So I think with this one I paid $7.99, I'm pretty sure, and sold it for $150 plus $18.50 shipping. So this is definitely something you guys want to look out for. They sell quick. Anytime I ever get them, I don't ever hold them for more than 2 weeks. So yeah, you need a place to hold them for a little while, but they typically go pretty fast. So yeah, $150 on that with $18.50 shipping, $7 or $8 to buy it. So you're clearing pretty good profit on that. Hey, yeah, so that's it. The not 10 items, but 12 items I showed you guys there. Some couple humble bolos, the braces, elbow braces, knee braces, back braces. Any of those you can find that are in good condition for cheap will sell pretty well. And the VCR DVD combos, those will sell real well if you can find them at decent prices. I try to stay within the $15 range and under, but typically in my Goodwills I can find them for $8-10. And then the medical bags, or any medical equipment, vintage medical equipment, sells pretty well. But the bags I've had a really good track record with. I typically sell them once I find them and clean them up. I just get a shoe brush. If they're brown or black, I just get the shoe polish and buff them up a little bit and list them on there. Sometimes they'll need cleaning, and just a little Febreze and a vacuum will clean them up real well. But if you can find those for $4, $5, $10 at a Goodwill store, typically the older vintage ones you can turn around for $100, $150. The cheapest one that I've sold is $100, and it was a 1930s or 40s bag. So definitely check those out. But please, if you guys enjoyed this video, click that like button and subscribe if you want to see any more videos like this. I'm going to try to put out a what's sold video at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, and eventually get to do it more often. But like I said, I do this part-time, so my time's pretty thin, but I really enjoy this side of it. So again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.